Zacharias with another reaction, bro. And today we got a mom realizing her son is a murderer, bro. I just need to see what's going on, how his mom reacted to this, how he reacted to his mom. I gotta see all this come together, man. I know y'all wanna see it too, so we finna drive straight into this video, bro. It motherfucker hour long. No way, Jose. We finna get straight into the details, man. Let's go.
Fabian Fafa Almontero. He is accused, along with Stephen Goldman Jr. and Jimmy Atkins, of murdering 15-year-old Colin Romero and 14-year-old Ahmed Latif. Even though the three of the five people involved, the murder, presumably over a drug deal, was one of the most brutal that the police in the area had seen. Since Almontero is a minor, his mother is with him during questioning, but she seems disturbingly unbothered by her son's confession.
I have to interview, whenever we interview people, we have to record. We're required by DOJ now. So, anyway, so before we get going, every time I talk to you, I still have to do the same thing in regards to your rights. You're not under arrest. You're not nothing. Okay. But because one, being in this isn't really the law enforcement side. This is actually the family advocacy side, where they do safe house interviews of kids and rape stuff, and we just use it because it's more comfortable than our side. So anyway, saying that, I just want to make sure you understand your rights and everything. I just want to go over each and every one of them, make sure that you understand. We are investigating the offense of a homicide. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. You understand that? Okay. Anything you say can be used against you. You understand that? Okay.
Yes.
You have the right to call or speak with a lawyer before answering any questions, and have him or her present during those questions. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. If you can't afford an attorney, one can be appointed. You understand that? Okay. You also have the right to talk to a parent, guardian, or custodian before any questions are asked. Obviously, your mom's here. You understand that?
Yep.
Okay. And if you decide to talk to me right now, you also have the right to stop interviews at any time. You understand all that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, just like the other times, I just need... These are the ones that I just advised you of. If you can just initial that you understand each one of those. And then this part here is that you understand things have started happening in regards to the case. Saying that, it is, I don't even want to say changing. We conducted an interview with Calypso.
The man known as Calypso is 20-year-old Stephen Goldman Jr. Goldman was known for having a mean streak and reacting with violence toward anyone who crossed him. He typically took on the role of leader.
With his attorney. And everything that came out during that interview, it came out like I thought it would. That everything would be pointed in your direction and Flex's. Okay?
Flex is 23-year-old Jimmy Atkins. He was something like Goldman's right-hand man, and while he was quiet and calm on the surface, he was no less deadly.
It did not surprise me. Okay?
Wow.
It really did not surprise me. I fully expected that to go just like it did. Okay? And I want to clarify some stuff with you. Okay? In regards to the things that came up during the interview. Okay? That's one thing that I want to address. Then there's another one that I want to address with you and ask you about. That definitely was not mine, because that was way longer than my hair. So let me just kind of go back and ask you a few questions. We don't have to go through the whole thing again.
Okay.
But there's a few things that I need to clarify and address, I guess. First of all, which one do I want to ask you first? So, and I'm not putting words into your mouth. I want you to tell me, but I'm just kind of paraphrasing
Okay.
what I remember that you've told me in the past.
Okay.
So, the day of the incident, you, Flex, and Calypso were in what vehicle?
White you?
Okay. All right. So, whose car was that?
Okay, so.
Just tell him.
Okay, so.
I already know.
I know. Okay. So one of our like old friends, his name's Dizzy.
Yeah, it's Dizzy's.
Yeah, he went to jail. He went to jail and
He left Calypso.
he left Calypso the keys, but he
left the keys
no, he didn't.
for him.
He not for him. He was supposed to take it back to his house. To
Ah,
drive
okay.
his car to
All
his
right.
house.
So, Dizzy wanted him to take it
Take it to his house.
to Dizzy's house.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Emilio, he came from Vegas, and he
Is
already
that the guy that lives right by the police station?
yeah.
Oh.
And then he came back down, and he already got it. It was like already about like 5 days, and then he closed out the car. Emilio came down, and he got a call from Dizzy.
Oh, Emilio did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dizzy told Emilio to get the keys from Calypso.
Okay.
When that happened, Calypso didn't want to give him the keys.
Okay, so he didn't want it.
He didn't want to
Okay.
give him the keys. And
Alright.
I don't know the whole situation, what happened with that, but I just remember, he never got the keys.
No, that's
He
fine.
didn't give them to him.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So, I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
So, you, Calypso, and Flex, and Calypso's driving? Okay. Y'all go over to the location that y'all met up with Ahmed and Colin. Is that correct?
The victims, Ahmed Latif and Colin Romero, had started to dabble in selling drugs as well. That night, they had planned to meet with Goldman to buy some product as well as a gun.
Through just briefly how that section came about. You know, when Colin and Ahmed came out to the vehicle. Tell me how that worked.
So we parked in front of his house, and we were just sitting there, and then he didn't tell me it was a lick yet, and I was like,
He was going to lick it.
yeah,
Okay.
he didn't tell me
And I know what that is, but tell me
Yeah.
what that means.
like Rob.
Okay.
First of all, bruh, look at this kid, bruh. Like, this dude, he's young. You can already tell he's young as shit, first of all. Second of all, why is you doing these types of things, hanging around these types of people, knowing the outcome, gang? I know you know. Everybody knows the outcome of doing the things that you're doing. So why even go through it at your young age, bro? Like, just wasting your time, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, putting yourself in more bullshit. Do better, man. Feel me?
And I didn't know that, so then we were all high. We were high, like high.
We all on what?
Xanax.
Just Xannies?
Xannies, weed, alcohol, cocaine,
Okay.
all kinds of stuff.
All right.
And then when he came, what I think it was, Ahmed, he came out first. He came out first, and then he got in the back seat, and
Ahmed got into the back seat?
yeah.
Okay, which,
No, he actually came up to the window first, to Calypso's window,
okay.
and then shook his hand, and then he was like, just hop in the back, and then
Okay, so which door did he get in?
this side.
The
The
passenger,
left.
or the driver's side?
Driver back, yeah.
Okay.
And he got in, and then we were just chilling, and then out of nowhere, Calypso just points his gun at him, and then,
Calypso does what?
oh no, actually it was because of the weed. it was we were picking up. He had some weed, and then Calypso was just like, "Where's the rest?" And then he's like, "This is what you wanted." And then he's like, "Well, where's the rest?" And he's like, "How much more do you need?" And then that's when Calypso pulled out the gun. And
Okay, what gun did he pull out?
that big one. What is it called? The AK handgun or whatever.
Okay,
What's it called?
it's a,
That one that I'm talking about.
okay. You had previously described it as a
Like
big black.
yeah.
Did he call it something? I can't remember if you called
Like
it
like they just call it a chopper. Or
a chopper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know.
So, do you know what caliber
I
that
don't
one
know
is?
what guns
I
and
didn't,
pop.
what did it run to? I don't know what it was. I'm pretty sure if you were just to look it up, you could find it, but
Okay.
I'm not sure what it was running to
Okay. So he pulled it out. Where did he have it?
on the floor.
On the floor in front of him? Okay. All right. So he pulled it out and did what?
You just pointed at him. He was like,
At Latif? At Ahmed?
yeah.
Okay.
He was just like, just give me everything, and then started passing on him, and I'm just like, well, what do I do? So
Mhm.
so then he's like, take it, run his pocket. So then I took out his pocket, I took out his wallet, and I threw it, I put it in the mid. Like,
Okay. So you took out. He told you to get.
He told me to get out the wallet. Yeah.
Okay.
The,
To
he
get
told
the
me to
wallet.
find. He said, does he have money? And I was like, I don't know. So I looked in his pocket, and he had a wallet. I put it in the middle, and then I took the weed from him. I put it in the middle, and then I lifted up his shirt, and he had a gun. And then I took out the gun. Flex took it from me.
Okay. So you took a pistol off of
And I
it.
took a pistol off of him. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking notes. Okay. So let me ask you this at this point. When Ahmed or Colin, either one, did either one of them pull a gun out and shoot in the vehicle?
No.
Okay.
No. Not at all. Yeah, call there's like, bring out the weed. He's like, call. He's all who's inside, and then, because he said that there was like more weed in the house and like more money and stuff. So then Calypso was like, who's in the house and stuff, and then he's like, that's when he said he was like calling it and like some other people, and then he's all call someone out to bring out more weed, and then he got on the phone with Colin. He made Ahmed get on the phone.
Whose phone did Colin use?
His own.
His own. Okay.
Yeah. And then Colin.
He called?
No, Ahmed called Colin to come outside and bring
Yeah.
more weed.
Okay, so it was Ahmed's phone?
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got mixed up too.
He came out and then he was like, he couldn't really see, and then Ahmed like cracked the window. He cracked the window. He was like, get on the other side. And he got on the other side, and then as soon as he opens the door, Flex just like pushes his seat back and like pulls him in the car, and then he's like, close the door. So I closed the door for them, and then we like start driving off. You want to keep going?
No, that's okay. There's just points that I want to. So after you left, after y'all drove away, where did y'all go anywhere after that, or
To this gas station.
to a gas
Went
station?
to this
Yeah, I
gas
thought
station.
that's what you said. And you said down by Tramway and
Tramway.
Central area
Yeah.
somewhere?
Lomas or somewhere. in
Lomas,
that area.
okay. All right.
Summer's up there.
And, okay, and I'm going to have you tell me again. So you go to the West Mesa, to the same rough general area that
Yeah.
you took us to.
Yeah.
All right. Walk me through that again.
Like what do you mean?
What happens after you get to the West Mesa?
So we get to the Mesa, then we pull off right off of the road, off onto some dirt road, and then we go down for a little bit. And then he stops his car and he's like, get out. And he's like, get out. And then they start getting out. And then he's like, take off your boxes. And then they start taking off their boxes and stuff. And then,
So, I'm sorry, let me stop you there. So they'd already been stripped down of their shirts and their pants and stuff at that point?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
No, not really. Just like maybe their shirt and maybe their shirt and like their like shoes and stuff. But we left the pants on. And then when they got out, he was like, take off your boxers and stuff.
Okay. All right. And then what?
Then that's when he got out the car. He got out the car.
Who is he?
Calypso.
Okay.
He got out the car and then he shot one of them in the leg.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Glad you said that. Did anybody shoot anybody as you were driving to the West Mesa while y'all were still in the car traveling?
Nope, because because Calypso, he was getting mad. He was like getting mad, and he reached back while he was driving, and he's like, I'll shoot you in the leg right now. And I was like, I looked at him, it's like right next to me, and so I'm like, don't do that. And then he's looking at me dead in my eyes, like he wants to do it. And then I start pushing the gun away, and then he's like, oh, he keeps saying it. And then I'm like, this is not our car. This is not our car. We can't. And then he's like, and then he starts driving again. But no one got shot on the way there.
So nobody got shot in the vehicle as you were traveling?
No.
Okay. To the West Mesa, Calypso gets out, and I'm sorry, you said.
Then I hear the shot, and then I like look and I see that it's from his leg.
Which one?
I think it was Ahmed first.
Ahmed?
Yeah, and then I look up and then he just calls Flex, and then Flex, and then Flex gets out.
So Calypso was the only one out with him at that point.
Yeah, and
then he calls Flex.
Yeah,
okay.
And then Flex he looks back and he's like, give me your gun, and I was like, why? And he was just give me your gun, and I was like, okay. So then I gave him mine. He still has theirs. He still has the gun that he took from me that I took from them.
Okay.
He has that one, but he takes mine.
Uh-huh.
And then he goes out there, and then I just hear the shots, and I just put my head down. Okay. And then I look up, and then he's like, get the fuck out of the car. And he's like, how me put him in the truck? And I was like,
you say he. Who's saying
Calypso.
That? Calypso's telling
you. Yeah, and I was like, I'm still processing it through my head, and he's like, help me. And I like snapped back into reality, and I was like, oh crap. And I was like, what do I do? And then at that point, I feel like, damn, what if I don't help him? What could happen to me? So then I help him. I put him in the trunk with him.
Okay, I'm again gonna ask you, did you shoot at all?
No, I didn't.
I just gotta ask.
Yeah.
Okay. So you never pulled the trigger on either one of the boys?
No.
Latif and Romero were severely beaten, and several of the shots fired into their bodies were for the purpose of torturing them before they died. Latif was shot 19 times, and Romero was shot 9 times.
Okay. Did Flex? Okay. So it was Calypso and Flex that pulled the trigger.
Yep.
Okay. And
he know what he's gonna do.
Okay. So then, let me back up. What happened to Ahmed's telephone?
He threw it out. He threw it out the window, but then he made him log in on his phone. He made him log in on Flex's phone, and then you know how that's how they said that they seen the snap map in the Mesa, because they made him log in on their snap
on Flex's
on
phone?
Flex's phone.
Yeah, but into their account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. They were trying to get more weed or something, like, I don't know.
Trying to make him get more weed?
Yeah, like just keep getting more stuff, and like I'm already like, this is greedy. This is already greedy.
And was it Collins or Ahmed's Snapchat?
It was I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was on Ahmed's Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Portions of the murder were posted to Snapchat. Goldman had a strange desire to document the case and even wanted to keep pictures of the bodies.
Yeah.
All right. And who threw Ahmed's phone out? Calypso did?
Yeah, he tossed it out. I think he tossed it out like before we even got to the mesa. I think he threw it out, and then that's when we got over there, and he was like logged in on your Snap. He's like hit up your plug. Whoever plugs you in, hit him up. And then he was like no, and then he gave him the phone, and then he's like do it, and then he did it. He logged in.
Mm-hmm.
And he texted. I don't know. He was texting me whatever like his plug was. Like his like.
Right.
You know what a plug is?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he wasn't answering.
I'm old, but I know.
And he wasn't answering, so then he was just getting more mad, Calypso. So then he was like, fuck it. So then he I'm pretty sure he left him logged in. And when we went out there, then that's what happened. That was before, yeah.
All right, so
That was the incident for it when he was saying that I'll hit you, that I'll shoot you in the leg, because he was like, no, I'm not.
that's what started that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let me ask you this. Did you get onto, excuse me, did you get on Calypso's Snapchat and have conversation with Ahmed about the weed purchase or buying a gun or selling a gun?
Wait, what? Say again?
Did you, Ed,
Was it you messaging
Me messaging?
Ahmed?
Before that all happened?
that day, the day before?
No, I hit him up. Remember when, like, it was like 2 days before. Remember when I told you about my wisdom teeth, and then he's like, "Do you want me to buy a Zanny?" That's
Who said?
Calypso when he said it. He said, "Remember
You
when
get the Zannies.
when I told you about
Yeah.
the Zannies?" Yeah, like that was like the day before. That I texted him off his Snap. I was like, "Can I get 2 bars or whatever?" And he's like, "Bet." That's when I ever first met him. So when I ever met him, we pulled up to these apartments. It was dark.
Who?
Ahmed, we pulled
Okay.
up to him to buy Zannies, and Calypso gave me the money, and that was the first time I ever met him. And Calypso was like, "What's up, little bro?" And I was like, "Who's that?" And he's like, "This is my little nigga. He's the plug for Zans." And I was like, "All right, bet. What's up, dude?" And then I was like, "I'm Fafa or whatever." And then he gave me the 2 bars, and I gave him the 20 or the like $15 or something.
Okay, so the day of the incident,
Yeah.
did you have conversation or messages
No.
with Ahmed about the weed or gun?
Nope.
Were you going to sell him a gun?
No.
Ahmed.
No.
Who was going to sell Ahmed the gun?
I'm selling the gun. I thought it was. No, he wasn't picking.
So you don't know anything about a gun being sold or
No.
just the weed?
Yeah, I weed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't hear about that.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify something.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Calypso told you to get out. Okay. So when you get out, you help who pick up the boys?
I hope Calypso carried one. Flex just picks up one.
Hey, okay,
Flex just picks up one by
one by himself?
Yeah.
Oh, he's pretty good size. So, do you know which one that you helped put in?
Ahmed.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, to your best knowledge, were they dead at that point? Or were they alive?
But I'm pretty sure he I feel like he was, but not for not that long. Like
Okay.
no. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I feel like no.
Okay. So from there, once you put the kids back in the trunk, you go where?
Ooh, we start driving. Then he starts flipping out. What do I do? No. And then he's like, who will help me? Who will help me? And then he's like, where's your uncle? And I was like, he's probably sleeping or whatever. Because it was like 6. It was like 8 actually. No, it was pretty early in there. He was like, so where's your uncle? And I was like, I don't know. Text him, and he starts texting or whatever. I didn't know what he was texting. Then he calls him up.
So he calls.
Yeah, he calls him. He's texting
Okay.
my uncle. They have
Okay.
their own relationship. I
Right.
have my own relationship with my
I'm
uncle.
just clarifying some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he calls him up. Like, I need your help. And he's like giving him words. He's like, I got two. And my uncle's like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh no, actually, he calls his dad first. Calypso calls his dad first. And he's like, I need help. I fucked up. And his dad was like, I don't know what to do with you, dude. You're fucking up too much. And then he starts yelling at his dad on the phone. And that's when he hangs up.
What did he tell his dad?
I need help or something. He's like, I need help. He said, I need help. I fucked up, Dad. And then I wasn't really paying. I don't really remember. But then they were just yelling at each other on the phone. And then he hung up on him.
Who hung up?
Calypso
hung up on his dad. Okay.
And then that's when he's like, what is your uncle doing? And I was like, I don't know. He's probably sleeping or something. And he calls him up. And he's like, hey, what are you doing? And he was just like, just driving around. He's like, meet me ASAP. I got two. And my uncle's like, what? He's like, I'm not saying it on the phone. Just meet me. I got two in my trunk. And then he's like, my uncle's like, what? And then he's like, can you just meet me? And he started yelling. And he's like, my uncle's like, yeah, we're at. And then they met up at this, off the freeway right there.
Did he tell your uncle that you were with him?
Proving that the adults had no more sense of right and wrong than the teens involved, Almontero's uncle, Anthony Aragon, and Stefan Goldman Sr. helped to cover up the crime. Aragon helped Atkins hide the bodies, and Goldman Sr. took the car and burned it to try to hide any traces of the crime. Both men would later face criminal charges.
I think, he didn't tell him. He when we pulled up, he
saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
I'm pretty sure he figured you were.
Yeah. He probably knew I was with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we pulled up to this, there's this Motel 6 right there by that Buffalo Wild Wing.
Right.
Alright, man, if y'all want to see part 2 on this video of this mom realizing her son's a murderer, y'all let me know in the comments, man. Y'all like this video and y'all subscribe to my channel, man, if y'all want to see a part 2. I'm gonna say this in every video, bro. I'm doing a road to 1,000 subs challenge, posting a video every single day till I hit 1,000 subs. I think I'm gonna make a vlog channel. I don't know, but right now we working what we got, and I'm finna do my reactions, man. So if y'all like these reactions, like and subscribe on this video. Turn on your post notices, man. Lord.